you
Bastard! You are live from Gallifrey. Please do not swear.
Gallifrey 1.
Gallifrey base.
Gallifrey 1. Is that a thing? Gallifrey 1? I thought that was a...
Gallifrey 1 was a forum, right?
That's exactly... Yeah, I knew it was a thing in the community, yeah.
We was on it. No, we weren't.
No.
I was never on
That
it.
was Gallifrey 2.
I was. It was just me and you. It was
Gallifrey 2,
the two of us. The two of us on Gallifrey. Hello and welcome, or for the first time, to Nerd Bible Podcast. I am George. He is...
Dull. Homer.
Ray. Me.
Ray.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Ray. I'm Ray. No, Eddie, I am spam.
Edit.
I'm full of spam.
I am a spam in my BAM station. Whatever it was. I forgot what we said.
In Benham Station.
Penham, yes.
Penham.
Penham.
That'll be
Pop
a couple
culture
weeks.
stuff on the internet. I'm just trying to, because I saw a lovely video of Brian Blessed. Twitter's telling me to get verified, and I'm not paying money.
You're not legitimate, eh? Mm.
Here we go. This is about Brian Blessed talking about his separate contract because he was Clayton in Tarzan in 1990, whatever year it was.
Really?
And yeah, he was
Clayton?
Clayton,
The human. Yeah.
Gorillas.
Wow, okay.
Sorry, old boy.
Probably reprise the role in Kingdom Hearts, but I never would have put him and Blind Breasted together.
But little did you know, or you did know, I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
So apparently he had a separate contract for his role as Clayton, and then a separate contract for Tarzan's Yodel.
Right.
So he got paid twice. There you go,
Fair
HMRC.
play.
That's what you got to look at. Look at the tax returns of Brian
All the
Blessed.
roles in media that associate Brian Blessed.
Someone stole my whiteboard pen, so I can't even write that down.
Who stole your... Oh, Brian Blessed.
Why did they-
Your
yeah,
whiteboard
Brian
pen.
Blessed.
He stole your whiteboard.
Bastard! That's one of the lifetime ambitions of this podcast, I think, is if we want to get either Brian Blessed or Matt Berry on this podcast.
Or both.
Or both.
We've really
And
made
Tim Curry.
Oh, wow.
Smashing! You got spam in your bum. I want
No, you guys don't want to know what the spam is.
like
Stay
as
away
much
from it.
as much as we hate AI.
Yes.
Could
and
we get a Tim Curry, Matt Berry, or Brian Blessed versions of Venom?
Eddie, we are drunk. We should go skinny dipping.
No. From my planet, I was a loser like you.
No. No, I do not want that.
I want that.
No.
Or, like we said, everyone's favourite movie ever, Chippendale Rescue Rangers. You
Ugly
get,
Venom.
instead of the Seth,
Ugly Blessed.
I was going to say the Seth universe, the Seth Rogen-verse of animated characters he's played. You get all the Tom Hardy.
The Hardy live action.
So his much family favourite, beloved Tom Hardy characters,
including
like Bronson,
both
Craig
Craig
twins.
Yeah. Mad Max.
Mad
except
Max.
Not Australian.
Both Craig twins, but they're never in the same scene together. He just wears his hair the other way around in a different shirt.
Yeah, if they are in the same scene,
Or-
automatically.
He wears one of them half and half costumes, and he
Yeah,
stands
that's
side
right.
on to camera.
Yeah.
Wasting my time.
Venom,
Venom,
Al
Al Capone, that guy from Taboo,
Yeah, Mr. Taboo. The Taboo Man. I don't know what he's called.
the Taboo Man. Hello, I'm Taboo Man.
No, he's got face paint on one of the posters. He could be the Boogeyman, but the Taboo Man, I don't know.
That was one series, wasn't it? I never
Yeah.
actually watched it. I saw the adverts. and I
No
was
wonder
like,
why,
oh.
Tom.
I was like, oh, it's really high def, but it's a Tom Hardy thing, and it's
Meant-
never going to
meant
be
to be
shown on the
different.
BBC again.
Peaky Blinders, except discount Cillian Murphy.
Yeah.
Whoever he was in Peaky Blinders.
The Jewish guy, the rabbi man.
Yes.
I forget what his name is.
Mr. Evil.
I've
I'm a
not-
friend, but I'm not, and I'm going to backstab you at the
I've
end.
not properly watched Peaky Blinders in a while.
No,
I'm probably
finish
due
it.
like a rewatch of start to finish, especially for when the movie comes out. 'Cause that'll be-
next year.
Next year.
Next
year. In the
New
future.
New York.
In the
New
future.
Birmingham.
New Birmingham.
Yeah, New Birmingham.
Yeah, but that's one of them shows that just loads of, men of a certain age are just obsessed with Peaky Blinders, and it's like,
Yeah, I'm not there yet.
it's like, yeah, maybe that's like their version of Doctor Who, like for older, more more socially acceptable men, whereas we're just weirdos that fucking watch
Sad,
Wallace
isn't
and
it?
Gromit as well, and
In 4K. I
appeals
know,
about-
right?
I pre-ordered it.
The most, have you actually?
Yeah.
At the most random. I mean, so it's
Only like 30
non-HBO.
quid.
It's HBO that were the physical format 4K providers of TV. You got one season of Sherlock, Doctor Who twice upon a time. So the BBC are slowly creeping into the 4K physical media echelons. It seems.
But also, it's only the short films.
No Curse of the Were Rabbit.
Yeah,
That's not
Hollywood
nice.
for you.
That's
That's
not
Hollywood.
nice.
And also,
That's
this is the complete collection. But you're not going to have A Vengeance Most Foul, which comes out this Christmas. We got the trailer for January 3rd internationally on Netflix. But if you live in the good old Blighty, watch it on Christmas Day, by governor. This is probably like the best Christmas since childhood because you've got a new Wallace and Gromit, a Doctor Who Christmas special, an Outnumbered Christmas special, and a Gavin and Stacey Christmas special. This is 2008.
Yeah.
This is the most 2008.
But 17 years later.
I'm going to check that all of those things were on in 2008. Well, you tell us.
No, 16 years later.
You tell us about something, Connor, because spooky season's coming.
Spooky season. Will you want to be spooked?
Yeah.
Go and watch Smile.
Oh, yeah, because you watched Smile. Did you do the double bill?
Double bill. Then that was fucking terrifying.
Day.
That was fun. Like Terrifier. Watch that if you're brave and if you don't like. Well, if you don't go with people that don't like blood because that's not nice. But then go and watch it on your own and then enjoy it, just like I did. Again, mentally ill in the head. Yeah, Terrifier, blood and gore. It's been grotesque. It's banned. What am I looking at? If you like slashers, you'll be fine with it. It's not anything breaking the mold as such, but gory as anything. Still 3 films in. I'm surprised the Terrifier momentum hasn't slowed down. There's no sign of it slowing down. Along with Parker Finn's Smile from 2020, Smile 2's come out, and I think it's better than the original. It surpassed the first one, and that's saying something for horror films, because if you look at the sequel trajectory, you get maybe 1 or 2 good ones, and then the rest of them just sink. Whereas Terrifier and Smile are both up, up, and up. For me, anyway.
That's good.
But yeah.
They weren't all on the same day.
Oh, boo.
So Gavin and Stacey was the day before. Not Going Out Series 2. I think that's a repeat because that was on at midnight. Chronicles of Narnia. So we had Wallace and Gromit and Doctor Who. Oh, Santa Claus 2. Look at how good TV was. So it was The Next Doctor, Wallace and Gromit. That was on Christmas Day. The day before was Gavin and Stacey's Christmas special, but I don't know if it originally aired then. Outnumbered. So let me find that, and then I'll just let you get back to your tool. So what was? Because I've not seen Smile, either of them. I don't think I will. Just 'cause I can't be asked.
Smile 1's on Netflix. Easy watch.
There wasn't a so there was some of the normal episodes. Series 2 was 15th of November 2008 to the 27th of December 2008. Near enough. And then the actual Christmas special was December 2009. And then a series in 2010. Lucky, what are you, Doctor Who under Moffat? Look at all these gaps. In 2016 and then 2024. Yeah. Yeah, good times. Christmas, hey? It's coming.
Yeah.
Here comes Santa Claus.
Here comes not the sun.
Here comes the spum. Do. There you go.
No.
So Smile, the second, because I saw
Smile the second, yes.
Because I saw you post it that you were there, and I was like, oh, I wonder if he's at the double bill, and he was.
Yes.
Had you already seen the first one in the cinema?
I did, but I hadn't seen it since cinema, so I was sort of rewatching it for the first time, but 2 years later, and I remember roughly the third act, but I didn't remember how it ended. So how does that make sense? All I had in my initial memory was
you sound like
the last half an hour.
I know who I am.
I didn't know when I watched that film. I didn't.
Yeah. How long are they?
So the first one is 1 hour and 55. This new one is 2 hours and 11.
Wow.
But no, they don't flow by. The second one especially flows by.
Mm.
Both of them are good.
And, was there a break between the first and the second one?
10 minutes of anything. You got to count.
So you gathered your thoughts.
Yeah.
And then,
my friend who I was with was tempted to bin it because he had worked a long shift. And I, for once, I gave in to the weakness I am. And I was tempted. I was like, Tom, if you want to go home, I'll leave with you and we can call Smile 2 a night and we can go and see it another day. But by God, we motivated each other to stay and watch Smile 2, and we both left very,
Yeah.
very fucking happy, whilst shitting ourselves a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
And we know Smile 2 was the superior.
Smilier.
Smilier, yeah. So Smile, Smilier, and then Smiliest is the third one.
So how does Doctor Who Series 10 Episode 2 Smile, how does that fit into the Smile verse?
Peter Capaldi
Is he in
does
this film?
not make a cameo.
Oh.
He does not make a cameo.
I think all films would be better with Peter Capaldi.
He should be in a lot more than he is. Even that girl out there, crazy.
That's because she's just
Oh, Peter!
Peter! Yeah. The alarm clocks. Oh, wait, no, that's the wrong
Oh,
guy.
wait, so she was talking about Andrew Garfield, not Capaldi.
Yeah.
Damn, wrong Peter.
Andrew Garfield's so cool, man. He's so suave. The man's 40. When did we get old, Connor? When did we get so old?
No idea. No idea. Every day we're just ticking away slowly.
Slowly towards the grave.
Sometimes painfully.
I'll tell you what. Not to bring the podcast up, time's just, it's not enough of it.
What happened to time?
What happened to time? Like, there's not enough time in the day. You know what I mean? But, no, like, what have I watched recently? I've not watched anything new because nothing new's come on streaming, as you know. When I don't go to the cinema, I rent or I fucking watch something. Been watching all the James Bonds. That's what I've been doing. For the first time in a very long time, I'm working my way through. So, I was going backwards.
Mm-hmm.
So for some reason, I literally carried on going backwards. I did Die Another Day. World Is Not Enough. Tomorrow Never Dies. GoldenEye.
Okay.
And then I was like, what am I doing? It started from Dr. No.
You went back and then you went full stop forwards.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm on Thunderball at the minute.
Oh, good God.
God, but you know what?
It's a mile and a half, that movie.
It is. And
I feel
Never Say Never Again has maybe proved that maybe you just can't adapt that story. Because either way you try and tell it, it's fucking boring. But I'm having a lot more fun with it. Mainly because whenever the Bonds are on Prime, the furthest I generally tend to go back in terms of watching all of them. Like, because I like Majesties, but in terms of actually watching them, like the furthest I'll go back is, Living Daylights.
Ooh.
And I'll watch the Daltons, Brosnans, and the Craigs. All three of them. Just because that's more my year. Not even though I wasn't alive in the 80s. Well, didn't exist. Just a twinkle in a ball bag.
The world was certainly not enough for the both of us.
The world was never enough.
Both of us.
I wasn't even a living day. I wasn't even a living daylight myself.
A living thought of a daylight.
Yes, yeah. I thought of
a living daylight of a thought. Yeah,
a living spum. Because Daniel Craig is, as we know, watch Calvin Dyson's videos. He's much better at doing this than I. One day I want to, do a Bond thing with him. Maybe that's how we get BONDage back. We do Calvin.
Dyson.
Yeah, we do Dyson. We'll hoover him up.
Price.
But yeah, so I like the more modern stuff and the fact that the Daniel Craig era has retroactively made people look at Dalton and Lazenby and go, doing the darker, grittier stuff and more emotional, not just, oh, hello, have sex with me, Bond, is it's fun.
Have sex with me, you will.
Yeah. I have a lot to offer a woman.
I have a lot to hire looking for.
It's not just, suave gadgets, double entendre, joke, bang. There's more to it. Because I think Casino Royale did so much good. Casino Royale is one of my favourites ever.
Yeah, the 1967 one.
Yes, David Niven. David Niven or nothing. Never say Niven again.
Never say Niven again. No.
That should have been his autobiography. That's it. We are going to make.
On behalf of David Niven.
Face to Shoot Productions are going to make the David Niven life story biopic.
Never
say Niven again.
No.
But yeah, so the first Blu-ray Bond I had was the original six-pack thing, like I said. So Doctor No, From Russia with Love, Thunderball, Live and Let Die, For Your Eyes Only, and Die Another Day.
No, random six, but yeah.
So those were the ones I watched. So I would more often watch the Brosnan one because it was the newer one. Live and Let Die I like because my mum loves the song, and that's out of a Bond film. I remember that being on TV a lot, and that's one she likes. So I had the thing of I've seen this one, so I'll watch it. For Your Eyes Only, I think I still not watched it on that set, and I've had it for
How
12
many
years.
Wow. Is it you've never seen the movie period, or you just haven't watched it?
Bits and pieces. I've seen bits and pieces of all of them. Never watched all of them in order all the way through. And obviously, I'd watched Doctor No on there, so that's probably the Connery one I've had the biggest connection to, because that was like, what's the first one like?
Yeah, but it's nothing like the rest of them.
And then,
and even I feel like From Russia with Love, it's till you get to Goldfinger is when the staple,
that's
traditional the franchise finds
the first two are very adaptation
experimental.
of Fleming, and the argument from a lot of people is Doctor No is very vanilla. It's the most straight down the line Bond film because it's adapting the story and blah blah blah. But a lot of the things and mannerisms and character things you take from that is what's built upon in From Russia with Love, which is always considered a much higher much higher one in the rankings of certain people and the fandom. And then obviously Goldfinger is one of the most quintessential. There's very few Bond films that are like, you must see this film regardless of you're a Bond fan or not. Goldfinger is one of them. I'd say Spy Who Loved Me is one. GoldenEye and Casino Royale. You could say Skyfall.
They should more link back on the Blu-ray set if it ever gets re-released.
But yeah, so it's like I watched that, and then I'm not like hardcore in them back to back to back. So like I watched one of them just because like I'd got in bed, put it on. Like I put Noah to bed. I was like, gonna watch Doctor No. Sat through and watched the whole. The most I've watched and tried to actively be engaged with. Put my phone down, and I was like, still, maybe I have some nostalgia for it because that's one of the earliest Bond films I remember watching.
Yeah.
And then the next day, evening sort of, and then it ran into the next day because like if I fall asleep, then I'll watch it, then I'll pick it up the next evening. So like From Russia with Love I've done, and that's one that I've always sort of like Thunderball, not really gelled with a lot. But I've had a lot of the first two I've had a lot more fun with than normal. So I'd be interested to do them all and then rank them now. And then maybe do a proper like 2-part ranking video. Or we'll do rebondage at some point again. We'll do them all separately so we actually do every film and talk like we do now because that's nice because we're a lot more articulate than we used to be.
Oh yes. Very well vocabulary.
And I went into Goldfinger. I was like, because it gets a lot of thing of like, oh, it's the best, but then sometimes a lot of people will be like, is it overrated now? But then you watch it and you're like, no.
Yeah, no. It's perfect B movie goofiness.
That the time capsule of 1964 is perfect, isn't it?
It is. Still. It should be like yesterday, but sadly it's not.
It's it's one of the films that you should definitely watch before you die. It's on the list. Like, you should 100% watch it.
1,000,000%.
So I'm on Thunderball. I think I started it last night.
Yeah. I
watched a bit of it earlier on before you came. I think I've got like I can't have more than an hour left. I'd say if I had to guess, I'd say I've got about.
Are they underwater yet?
They're not underwater yet, but they're going to.
Yeah, they're going to underwater.
They're on the bit. He's done the thing with the man with the eye patch in the shark tank.
Yes.
Largo. And I'm actually like, when I'm actually sitting and watching and engaging in it, I'm like, I'm actually taking it in a lot more. And it's like, fuck my phone, man. Fuck phones. Fuck social media.
Shit. It is shit.
Because it would be like points where I would watch the same 5-6 episodes of Doctor Who on repeat every weekend and not fucking look at anything else. But I'll sort of like be on my phone while watching something. So I try and always make a point, especially when me and Lara will have a series that we'll watch together. So my point is like, I'll put my phone on charge, put it on Do Not Disturb.
Yeah,
like, I won't pick it up again until my alarm goes off in the morning.
Yeah.
So that we try and both like take it in and actually like watch it together. But like with that, I'm like, I've not sat there on my phone watching them.
Yeah.
So
the only time I really get my phone out, brief tangent on phone watching, because I'm like, I try and watch whatever I plan that evening, even like tonight. If I was to watch something, put my phone away. Like I still have it by me. I don't.
Yeah.
Put it away.
I think we are normally quite good at that, just because we're so into like.
The only time you see me with my phone out if I'm watching is if I'm reading about it. I might read about the thing when I'm watching.
Yes.
I don't get distracted.
And you only do that because it's so interesting.
Because I'm so intrigued by it. I'm not like, soon I'm just going to read whatever gibberish. I'm reading about the thing I'm watching, usually.
Yeah.
Or like, and when I'm seeing a certain scene of Connery, then I might whip up his filmography and be like, what else has he done apart from Bond? Which is, I know it's a silly question, but...
LXG. So I'm looking forward to actually going through, and I'm going to do them all in order. Like, I'm not going to rush it.
No,
it will it's going to take me well over a month.
It's going to be 007 years until we see the next one.
Yeah, that's the thing as well. When you think like the first like 5, just back to back.
Yeah, they were yeah, 62?
62, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No,
then I think
you live only twice. You only live twice with 67. So there was a year gap between Thunderball and
so it was 2, yeah.
Twice. Then Majesty is
69, then 71, 73, and you kind of fall into that every couple of years, yeah. Which was fine because then that's films got harder to make and it was more of a process. But then you look at the Craig era and it was 2 years, 4 years, 3 years, 6 years. I know COVID delayed
everything.
No Time to Die.
Yeah.
To the point where they should have just delayed No Time to Die and it should have been the film for the 60th anniversary.
It really should have been.
Because then he would have been the only Bond to have films out, I think, in multiple anniversaries.
Yeah, well, right. Yeah, okay, sure.
Because Roger didn't have a film out. He was Bond before 72, but obviously his film came out in 73.
Yeah, right.
Because Diamonds was 71, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yes.
And then obviously I don't know if one of them came out in 82, but obviously he was the Bond of the 80s. And then
81, 83,
the big
85
gap between license because it was 89 to 95.
Yeah.
So they missed the gap for the 40th.
Mm-hmm.
No, 30th. Sorry, because the 40th was Die Another Day.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Mental.
How it didn't die, I don't know. But
then you think in 15 years we had 5 Bond films,
and
in the first 4 years we had 4. Or in what is it? Something that they said. I don't remember what tweet it was, but it was like in the 19 years, from. It might have been about one of the producers or something that served from the Brosnan era into the Craig era. Or the back end of that. So I think it was the last 2 and then obviously the 5. So 7 movies. But in the first 19 years they'd had 13 movies. Something like that. And it's filmmaking's just not what it
not this
yeah. Because it was literally and I know a lot of them when it's year on year it probably got to a point where the audience was a bit oh, this again. And some of the films look tired. Some of the films look tired.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And I was, do you know what I was surprised at? Visually, Thunderball at the beginning, so our pre-credit scene, it's it just looks more dreary than Goldfinger. But then that's a lot to then make one of the best films of all time in terms of cinema.
Yeah.
And then you're oh, we've got to make another one next year.
Yeah. So you have all the colours.
You're constantly planning, writing, editing.
Yeah.
So that obviously didn't do him great because that's why Connery looks bored shitless in You Only Live Twice.
All that Diamonds Are Forever. I think he was frustrated in that.
Yeah, but then that's more of a comedy. But then Majesty's looks great because then it's they've had that bit of it's when then they're having every 2 years and it's new actor, new adaptation we're doing. Let's do this, and then it looks great because I believe it's wonderful because it always used to be so people that would come on they would work their way through because John Glenn I think directed a few of the later ones in the in the Roger Moore era and the 2 Dalton ones, and he'd previously been an editor and cinematographer on other ones and stuff. So it's Peter Hunt directed Majesties, I believe. Shoot me in the comments because I'm probably going to get it wrong. But I believe Peter Hunt.
Don't worry, guys. I'm going to get my phone out. I'm going to get the gun and see if you're right.
Okay, get the gun and shoot him. Shoot me.
Shoot. Oh, no, not Peter.
Shoot me if I'm wrong. I believe Peter Hunt's first and only Bond film was on Her Majesty's Secret Service. And he'd previously been an editor on the earlier ones. Is it Peter Hunt?
So, yes, he can't get shot, folks, because he sadly passed away. 20.
No, I mean you shoot me. You don't shoot Peter. You shoot me for being wrong. So was he previously a cinematographer or an editor? He was something like that. He'd worked his way up from other ones.
He was a British director, editor, and producer of film and television, best known for his work on James Bond. First as an editor, and then
cinematographer.
Second unit director.
Ah, okay.
And then he finally served as director for On His Majesty's Secret Service.
John Glenn, I think, edited Majesties. And then worked his way up, and then his first film was Octopussy.
John Glenn.
Or it was For Your Eyes Only. No, it was For Your Eyes Only was his first film. He did 5. A record that so far has not and probably won't be broken.
And then moving on to direct a further 5 films. Hang on. So, So yeah, Majesties. He was editor. So John Glenn now was editor and second unit director on what film? What was his first one?
Oh, what the first Bond film he worked on in general?
Yeah, editor.
Majesties.
Yes.
Because he was, I know he was editor of that, and people are like praise the editing, but it's if you see Peter Hunt's editing style from when he had to do, who had to do the earlier ones? Because Guy Hamilton does Goldfinger, but then the other ones are done by someone else.
Yeah,
Yes.
I can't remember.
What's
movie number 2 that John Glenn did?
Did he just direct it?
He was also editor and second unit director.
Oh, so I'm guessing Man with the Golden Gun.
No.
Live and Let Die?
No.
Diamonds?
No.
Spy?
Yes.
Oh, cool. So a bit of a gap.
Bit of a gap.
But it was like it was always the same kind of people, and then they would work their way up, because then the first one he directed fully was Fiore's Own.
Yes.
So he did that into the Dalton. And it's weird because like if you
Yeah. Yes.
Because if you watch the end of the Roger Moore run, that like, you know, View to a Kill, Roger doesn't take more than 4 steps without it being a stunt double. But then you look at the direction, like the opening for Living Daylights, I think is amazing. Licenses is stronger film. Like you look at how brutal and stuff License is, and like that's the same guy that sort of like lives and breathes Bond. But then obviously in the Brosnan era, then it was like bringing in new blood, new faces, because then you had your Martin Campbell, who's probably the best director the series ever had, because you know, get him to direct the next one, because then he would have directed the start of 3 different Bond actors, 10 years, but he's also in his 80s, so be gentle. Roger Spottiswoode was Tomorrow Never Dies.
Okay, I can't type in these directors.
Michael Apted, who is a famous, like, more famous documentary maker, I'd say, because I don't know if you've ever seen the series. I probably talked about it on here. The series 7 Up. So in the 60s, they found a bunch of 7-year-olds, and like the whole thing was like, give me the child and I'll show you the man. So like,
sorry to cut you off. Go. So yeah, Guy Hamilton, Goldfinger. I'm sort of going back and forth. So the other 3 films was directed by another director from the 60s, but
who?
A name that we haven't said yet. I'm sure you haven't said. I'm testing your Calvin Dyson.
God, I wish I could phone a friend and ask you. Yeah. Oh my god, like because that's the thing. Also, like I don't know these as well as I know other things, which is
no. But you, I mean, I know these names. Don't get me wrong, but if you've been on the pub quiz night, you've done good.
No, like you're going to say the name. Go on, say the name of the first.
So he did Dr. No, From Russia with Love, and Thunderball.
And then did Guy Hamilton? Guy Hamilton did more than one, didn't he?
Yeah.
What was his second one?
Guy Hamilton number 2 was Diamonds Are Blofeld Forever.
Oh yeah, to try and recapture that whole thing.
Yeah.
Did he do another one after that?
He did 2 more after Diamonds Are Forever.
Yeah. Live and Let Die, Man with a Golden Gun.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And then all right. So
sorry. And then what were the other 2 Terence Young ones that he did?
Terence Young.
Oh, shit. What were the other 2 Terence Young ones?
It was that kind. It was that kind of name. I was like,
yeah. Well, there you go. Yeah, Terence Young did Dr. No, From Russia with Love, and Thunderball.
That also explains why it goes back to sort of like more of the feel of the first 2. After.
Who did You Only Live Twice? I don't think we said this guy's name at all.
This person did 1, right?
No, he did 3. He did 3.
Did he do Roger ones after?
He did do Roger ones afterwards.
Oh. Terence Young, Guy Hamilton.
You could call this Bond quiz night. This is the title.
Peter Hunt.
Terence Young, Guy Hamilton.
Peter
Hunt. Making sure I'm not saying the name. Yeah, Peter Hunt. Yeah.
I can't. It's not in there,
John Glenn, Martin Campbell.
What other Bond films did the You Only Live Twice director do?
He did. I'll tell you one of them. He did Spy Who Loved Me.
Oh, so one of the. It's really gonna fuck me off because I kind of like know of them.
His name begins with an L.
L.
Yeah.
Lawrence Fishburne.
No. Sounds rather British. No.
I don't know.
Lewis Gilbert.
Lewis Gilbert, yeah, a director that's not universally loved, but like that Ken Adams set of the volcano in You Only Live Twice.
I love You Only Live Twice. I really love Spy Who Loved Me, and in Moonraker, it's all right. But I mean, not to discredit or praise Gilbert's name, because directing and technique stuff is a bit. I'm just like I just associate films with.
So did Bo Love Me and Moonraker?
Yeah, they're the other.
Then they were like, we must get it back to nitty gritty. So then they brought in
John
Glenn, and then you had so the Brosnan era was Martin Campbell, Roger Spottiswoode, Michael Apted, who the documentary series 7 Up, they took 7-year-olds, and every 7 years they were all in different backgrounds, schooling and stuff. They would then check up on them, and I think most of them were on ITV. So then they would rename it like whatever age they were at. So they did them at 7, 14, 21, etc. And then Michael Apted sadly passed away not long ago. So I don't know if they're going to carry that on without him. But he didn't do the first one. He either did from 14 up or from 21 up.
Okay, fine.
Because I think there's a lot of thing of like his directing for some of the dialogue scenes in World Is Not Enough was a bit too TV-like. Lee Tomahori is Die Another Day.
I was going to say who's
Martin Campbell again.
Yeah.
Absolute knob jockey, Mark Forster, big pretentious. I'm going to make this film artsy and fun like a bullet and fast.
And the quickest one of the whole bunch.
But yeah, I mean,
it's like a bullet.
Say what you want about Quantum of Solace. At least it's fucking quick.
To the point.
Yeah.
Bang bang.
Over.
Yeah.
And it's not my least favourite Craig is Spectre. Sam Mendes, the best and worst of Daniel Craig's Bond at times.
Yeah.
And then obviously Kerry Jo Fukunaga for No Tim Today.
No Tim today. No Tim today.
Are you sad that we never got the Danny Boyle Bond?
Who's to say we can't get it? Never say never again.
But like it's one of them things. It was like it kind of just was like, yeah, that fits. Like I'd love to see that.
Fit. Yeah, it really would fit.
But yeah, I was like, oh, that could have been really good because I like Danny Boyle. I like what he brings.
Martin Campbell and Danny Boyle co-direct team up.
Yeah,
team up movie.
Because Martin Campbell's now in his 80s, so it's unlikely that he'd take on that much again because he was in his late.
This shit again.
He was in his late 50s when he did GoldenEye, or mid to late 50s, and then obviously 10 years later he comes back and does
Casino
Royale. To effortlessly reinvent and launch a Bond is hard enough, but he done it twice. It's for my money, best director of the series.
Never say twice again.
2 absolute fucking bangers. Could he do it a third time?
Maybe say triple again.
Maybe not. Because that was the thing. Apparently, they wanted him back for another Brosnan one. He was like, "I'd only come back when you do the next actor." So then, when they finally got Casino Royale, the book that they never adapted, you know, they finally
worked itself out.
Yeah, and Casino Royale is such a beautiful film. It's so fucking it's one of the best written.
Yeah,
I can't wait to get back to that again because I've watched that loads of times, but I'm like, it's so un-Bond, but it's so Bond.
Rebondage.
Yeah, it's rebondage. Coming again. Maybe we'll get Calvin Dyson on for an episode. I'll ask him.
Fingers crossed.
But yes, speaking of rewatching, not much of cool. I did want to kind of. I mean, we've been talking about a long time, you know, that we will do that actual DCEU, like what the fuck are we now kind of thing. Because now that it's all over, apart from Peacemaker season 2, we're still waiting for
to come out. Yet to be announced. It's just a thing. John Cena's new helmet was.
But also, Blue Beetle's a character in the DCU, but then Aquaman leads into Superman. It's just like you should have just cut it off there, started again. Shouldn't have been that. It's changing and it's going to change. Because remember they said that.
I'm not bored. Blue Beetle actor. I thought I read recently. I thought he was considering about being in Marvel as well, or he said he would like to be. He's not afraid of crossing both universes. And the traffic jam, apparently. If you can't hear, there's a car tooting, and there's a big long freaking toot. Jesus
That's
Christ.
surprising. Might have been an accident.
Yeah.
Accident.
No, I just read. Butchering his name, but Zolo Mariduena. He wanted to at least be in Marvel as well.
Yeah,
as someone like
Ant-Man.
Nova, but a young Nova. I think
he could be a good young Nova. He would have been a good Sentry.
Yes,
but we have a Sentry, so that's
we do have a Sentry.
Yeah. A Sentry to wait for the DCU to start, or DCU. Yeah, because when they did all that thing of the Flash is going to change it and then we'll carry on, but actually we're not. We're going to start afresh. But also Aquaman 2 is kind of going to lead into Superman Legacy.
Is it? Yeah. All we know about the ending of Aquaman is
Do you know
he's
what
on the news and he goes in the water.
Do you know what the end of Aquaman 2 should have been? The whole universe just implodes.
Yeah,
Like it's a supernova.
Tsunami, because it's Aquaman and it's water. Big
No, like
thing.
that, everything. So the planet's gone, the whole universe. There's nothing left. There's
Bang.
no one.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what it should have been.
Crisis on Infinite Earth style.
But yeah, like my love for Shazam, I think, has dwindled slightly. Because I love the first Shazam. We saw it slightly early when it came out in 2019. Loved it. And then the actor that's been in it is kind of on the downturn of just like, you know, his career's fallen off. He said some questionable things about vaccines, and now he's obviously supporting Trump for the upcoming election. And it's like, maybe Suicide Squad is outright the Suicide Squad. Sorry, I should clarify.
James Gunn's
is the outright
best,
my favorite film in the DCU now.
Mm.
Just because I love Shazam, I love that first one. I love that it's essentially Big but with superpowers. Like Big's one of my favorite films ever. It's like that, and it's fun, and it's colorful, and it's so un-DC like at that point because it had been all just like dark, serious, moody
mess of the universe already.
And I love that film. Second one's absolute shit. Hang on. Sounds like it's coming from the fucking A10. It's coming from Main Road, by the sounds of it, because it's not down here, but it sounds like it is.
It sounds like it's out there.
But it's like Shazam 2 was terrible, and I'm like, is his attitude and all that and everything he's going through now kind of tinted that? And it's also like, it was hard enough to get a Chuck reunion as it was, with the fact that Adam Baldwin is, you know, very sort of like gun heavy and, you know, a similar, like, you know, Trump supporter. It's like, next you're going to tell me Yvonne Strahovski's a fucking piece of shit, but apparently she's fine, so we'll keep her safe. If you bring back Chuck, just her. Don't bring back any of the other characters.
Chuckette.
Yes. Chuck it at me.
Chucky.
Chuck, yeah. But yeah, because I was like, do I want to watch Harold and the Purple Crayon?
No.
Because it's like a kid's film.
What if you don't like Colour Purple?
Colour Purple's a great film.
I wasn't even segueing into that.
That was good. That was by accident.
That was by accident, yeah.
Right, it's a kids. Like, we were going to take the kids to go and see it and all that, and then it's like, it was still really, because it done shit at the cinema. So then it was still really expensive.
I mean, it did shit because I wasn't there.
Yeah, because once you don't see it, the film just goes, there's no point.
It goes in the bin.
It's
in the bin.
Like, the rent and the buy price was still quite high on Amazon. Still like 14 quid to rent it, and I'm like,
ouch.
No.
Is a purple crayon that worth it?
And they've even shopped it around to Netflix, and they don't want it. So someone made the meme out of, when Deadpool's like, and you couldn't even join the like Avengers or the X-Men, and they'll take fucking anyone. Like, you couldn't even fucking join Netflix, and they'll take fucking anybody.
Yeah.
But that's like, I've never seen such a downturn of a, career trajectory.
Yeah.
Considering, Zachary Levi is like one of those guys that I've always liked and sort of like the stuff he's in. Like Chuck, I love. Like, I fell in love with that show. Like, he, had been on such a, stagnant career path. Like, the show kept getting cancelled. He was like, waiting for his big break in the movies. Got Fandral in Thor and was like, I'm finally on the up. Got killed off immediately at the beginning of Ragnarok. And then got Shazam, and it was like his thing, and he was going to be the Shazam guy. And then he played Shazam just shit in the second one, like when Billy's doing all that stuff in emotion and crying, and then he transforms into Shazam, and he's just like
a big goof,
big goofy grinning idiot. And it's like you've lost everything that this was meant to be. It's a shame. It's a shame. It is such a shame because I'll still watch that show, but it'll be a bit like it's not as sweet as it once was. The memories slightly affected because it's like, it's a shame that this was the best it was. Like, after that, it was like the next bit, and it never got to.
It's like a Jenga tower, and then it's all come crashing
down. Is it because he's sort of like gone through all that shit, and then because of his views has then done worse in like things? Because I think some people have just generally boycotted him for, mainly the COVID vaccine stuff is when you started to lose people. Like, what's her name? Shuri.
Yeah. Not Lupita Nyong'o.
No.
Letitia Wright.
Letitia Wright. Like,
Letitia Wright. She
was spouting about like it being the vaccine being the work of the devil and other such things. And the thing when you've got a profile that big, you use your platform for good. If you believe in that stuff, That's fine. You spout it in your own homes to your friends and your family, not to
Jesus.
millions of impressionable people. And the fact that at that time, because obviously Chadwick Boseman had passed away, and there was that joke that Ryan Coogler sighs as he shreds the script and has to start another draft of Black Panther 2, this time without Shuri. But we never got that, and she's in the film, like, for good or ill. We'll see where that goes, and if she, because Evangeline Lilly went through the similar sort of thing, and she's now stepped away from acting. So whenever there's an Ant-Man, there might not be a Wasp. So yeah,
I mean, will there be a Baby Bee? Who knows?
don't know.
Ant-Man and the Bee.
Do you
doesn't have the same
want
ring to
Young
it.
Avengers? I'm not fussed.
Well,
I saw a spoiler for Agatha all along. So
yeah, but did we know it all along?
yeah, well, we knew one of them was bound to be one of her kids, right?
Yeah. But where is Kitty
Where's
number 2?
Justice for Speed?
Justice for
Where the
Speed.
fuck is he?
Yeah, exactly. It's Wiccan and Speed, not just a Wiccan show.
And Evan Peters was in an episode because they shared a still of him looking homeless.
Was he actually what in? Oh, well, probably
shit.
the latest episode. Damn, you spoiled it for me, George. No, I didn't.
You was keeping up with it. I've not watched any
I
of
haven't
it
watched this latest one.
because I'm saving it to Halloween, which is next week.
Yes, by the time this comes out, yeah, it will be a double bill
I'm going to watch all of it,
in one
and
go.
then we'll talk about. Oh no, because we won't get to talk about it till just after Halloween. It'll be the November episode. We'll talk about Agatha all along.
But then the week after that will be the Penguin finale. I think that ends mid-November.
Still not watched any of the Penguin.
I rewatched Patterson's Batman, the Patman.
Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, we'll watch that to get in the world. And I've seen the first 10 minutes of episode 1 and it's good.
Yeah,
It's nice.
Oh, good. Yeah.
It's
Apparently,
really nice.
episode 3 or 4 is one of the best show episodes of television ever. It's got like a 9.9 on IMDb.
Supposed to be. Well, from what again, all I saw was a shot, and I saw
Bang!
comments via it. No, it's
Oh.
alluding to
Oh, I think meant
a
like a shot.
Harley Quinn in that universe. But I don't know if it's true or not. I've not seen the episode. It's one shot that I saw went viral, and it was like, oh my god, is this Arkham already? And who's this cellmate that ain't the Joker? But yeah, I'll let you know. It's ending November the 10th, so it'll be a week after the Agatha one.
Oh, nice.
Roughly. Yeah, so if I can...
Maybe I'll have got Sky and watch that one by then. But then I've been saying I'm going to watch House of the Dragon since that come out, so I wouldn't hold your
he
fucking
hasn't
breath.
found the right house with the dragons yet.
Nope, still not near.
No, it's still not in there. Yeah, episode 5 of Penguin came out last week / this week if you're in the UK. I think they come out Sunday in America. And then for you Now TV people, Sky Atlantic viewers, I think we get them Monday nights. I think.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I've seen it. I don't have Sky, but we've got Sky for the sports.
No. Shame it's
Sky
not
for the sports.
Sky for
It's
the
no Sky for the sporties, you know?
Yeah, it's fun.
But yeah, I've seen it advertised on there, and I'm like, oh, do I?
Didn't know though that Colin Farrell, Colin Baker, all of them.
Oh my god!
I literally went through every Colin. I was like Baker, Firth,
Colin
Farrell,
Baker
Firth,
is the-
Farrell.
I'm the Penguin, whether you like it or not.
In 2026, Batman Part 2, he's reprising the role.
Hmm.
Matt Reeves confirmed 2 months ago, 3 months.
Oh, in the
ago?
next one, because also
3 months ago.
the cinematographer that he worked with on the first one, because
Uh,
obviously he does the June ones.
Greg something.
Greg Valenti, no, not him.
No, Jesus.
So
Greg Valentine.
Greg something, because now
Greg Fraser.
it might be. So
Question mark.
Dune Messiah comes out or starts filming early, like next year, and then the Batman would end up filming the end of the year into 2026. So it would
Yeah.
line up because Matt Reeves has always said, I mean, I'd like him to come back, but it's if our schedules are aligned. Sorry, you say your
And
thing.
while we're on the Dune thing,
I just need to straighten my
what
toe.
happened, what happened to stop being interested, George?
I'm very interested. Just I noticed that all my fucking TARDISes have been spun round. I presume by a small child.
You spin me right round, baby, like Flow Rider and the copyright right now.
Well, the only thing about June,
Yeah,
June Prophecy.
Yes, I was going to call it June Messiah, but yes, you're right. June Prophecy. I think November I'm going to butcher the date. It's got a date in November. November 17th is when it will be premiering on the Max
On the next.
/ Now TV Sky Atlantic ? Maybe because again we get it on Sky.
Sorry, I didn't realise I was right in front of the fucking
Camera.
camera.
You just
I just ruined the shot. Sorry.
completely.
My four TARDISes were Out of sync. Go on.
But Dune Prophecy, November 17th. So after we've done Agatha, then the Penguin would have ended, and then we get Dune. All in 2024, folks. Not next year.
Is it going to be on
Boy,
Sky?
boy, with the hand up.
Is it going to be on Sky?
Well,
For us English people.
Skyland 6 Now TV. Well,
So it'll take the Penguin slot, and it'll just take the Penguin audience.
Exactly.
All those furry little bastards. How many
I
episodes?
turn them into worms instead. Penguin.
He said June Messiah is going to have more worms. Denis Villeneuve said that.
Eating penguins.
At least 4 worms. How many episodes is Prophecy?
Let's find out.
I'm going to go with more than 1, but less than 10. So 8.
Very good answer to the first part, not 8.
6.
Yes.
Oh.
It's doing Disney Plus route. And I don't feel great about that as well.
Look, miniseries should either be 3 episodes.
Like,
well, no,
like the young James McAvoy.
It should be
2003 one.
3,
Yes.
5,
3, 5.
or 10.
3, 5, or 10.
Yes.
Nothing in between.
Because 8.
What about
well,
9?
I think 8's okay because 8's a bit, more padding than than a 5.
We've had the Disney Plus formula with 6, and it just doesn't work.
Because it's literally
It's
we'll have
tainted
3, unless it's plotted out and it's kind of going to be like
Yeah.
chapters or whatever. We don't know.
No.
I mean, I'll probably not watch it for another 4 or 5 years, but you'll have watched it.
Yes. Yeah.
I nearly bought June in HMV the other day. Nearly bought it.
I ordered Dune
Didn't-
Part 2, and it came yesterday.
Oh. I looked
Yes.
at it on the shelf and went, I could buy
No,
both.
thanks.
I could buy both of them. No, because so I went to a HMV in Stevenage. Hardly
Right,
any of
right.
the fucking 4Ks were on offer. They were all like
Mm.
19.99 each. And I'm like, where's the 2 for 30? Motivate me to buy them.
Please.
Like how
I want to live with more than one movie.
like how not to just be a fucking Marvel shill, but like 9 times out of 10, some of the older or
Marvel stuff.
not as good Marvel movies,
Shots fired.
like Captain Marvel and Black Widow, are normally on the 2 for 30.
But they weren't this time.
No, it was all 19.99, 19.99, and the newer stuff was 25. And I was like, could buy Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, could just watch it on Disney Plus.
You get
But
2
also
for 30,
I will have to buy
you
it
get
because
2
I've
for
got the
20 sometimes, not even buy one, get one free, or
I got-
like different ones.
with
like that,
my
different offers.
back in the day with the HMV card,
Mm.
I got the exclusive price for the Incredible Hulk 4K. I got it for £9.
Mm.
And that's where's the thing? Like, where's the thing? If I'd have gone to the other one that I normally go to, Harlow or in a shopping centre somewhere, like it'd have been like, maybe it's down to the store itself
Possibly. Maybe.
because there was more 4Ks than I've seen ever. There was about 6 bays,
Oh, wow. That's a lot of 4Ks even
Yeah.
for Stevenage.
Yeah. and it was like quite narrow but long.
Mm.
So like there was it was like the Blu-ray chart.
It's along the back, like where the till's there. It's along that back wall, isn't it?
Yeah, like that
Yeah.
whole side there. And there was a
Yeah.
good few, and I was like, and some of them are in the fucking American case, and that pisses me off.
The super thin. Ideal
now-
for shelving, but yeah, you get
Ideal
some
for
thick thin, thick
Ideal for
thin,
shelving.
thick
Look.
thin.
Make them all thin.
Yeah.
I'll sell the old ones and buy them again thin.
Yeah.
I'm sick of. I'm just sick.
I'm sick of it, man.
It's like the collection box sets. They're all different fucking thicknesses. Got season 25 turning up at the end of the month. Where the fuck's that gonna go?
How big is it?
Gromit? Where's that cunt staying? Oh god.
Wait, till we get season 7 of the collection? That's only 4 stories.
Yeah, they'll pad it out a bit. That'll be it. That'll be
mega thin.
That'll be the same
be
size
mega
as
Yeah, they will
season
bulk
12.
it out. They will be bulky. Yeah.
Yeah.
But season 12 looks little by comparison.
But then the fucking standard releases are all the same fucking size. And I told you, I'm at the borderline of selling them all.
having enough.
I'm at the borderline of selling them all and just getting the standard versions. Yes, I'll be a couple of seasons behind, but I'll have the same special features. And more importantly, if one of them breaks or I need to buy a new one, they're not all fucking sold out. I'd save so much. If I had them all on standard definition, I'd have all of them. I'd get them all on one shelf. And they've already listed season 2's standard edition one is meant to be released in the end of the year. Fuck fit. No, I love physical media, but get your fucking shit together if you're making it. Let's unanimously, because the thin cases are American.
Yes.
Let's not have any of the American stuff in. Let's just fucking
Boo the
Brexit.
Americans.
Brexit means Brexit. I want Brexit ready Blu-ray and 4K cases, all the same size. Super Mario, my son likes it. I'm gonna have to buy it. I've got it on Prime, but physically,
You need it in your life.
yes, physically,
I have it in my life.
it's in a fucking American case. What's the point? Do you know what does me in? Like the fucking John Wick. No, Creed. That's what done me in. Creed 2, normal size. Creed 1, fucking thin American case. Am I going to start buying fucking normal size 4K cases and reprinting the size and putting it? Yeah, fuck it, I'll do it. Oh, God, I hate my life. I hate it so much. It's so stressful, and I've got this massive headache.
You don't act like you don't have a headache.
It's just anger.
What have I done?
To be fair, it stopped hurting since I started shouting, so maybe I just had to let that out.
Maybe it helps, guys. If you enjoyed this video, rate, comment, subscribe, and even the sofa wants to subscribe to squeaky noise.
No, it sounds like we're having sex.
Well,
Or maybe we are.
Oh, well, you guys.
In my spam.
No, we did well to avoid the spam.
We did well to avoid the spam. That's always the way. Oh, fuck off. If I'm loading it, I'm loading it. If I'm not, don't fucking load it. What the fuck is this?
What the fuck's he on about?
I don't fucking know.
I hope it ain't
I'm being sent stuff, and I'm like, what's all this? What's all this? Mate, can't talk about one here because sometimes she does listen to it, but Christmas so far, smashing it. Smashing it. I'm nearly done.
Oh shit!
So what doesn't what doesn't also help is that it's my dad's birthday is Boxing Day, and it's a big birthday this year. So I'm kind of like, fuck, that's a lot. That's got to do something there. His wife's birthday's in December as well. Lars beat me up. Lars' parents are in October and November birthdays, so it's like that's a lot. But we always try and like. By the time summer's like coming towards the end, we start to buy stuff. Obviously, having a kid, it's expensive, so you kind of got to stagger it anyway. Like we've got him quite a bit, but like that's been staggered over. For her presents, I've done really fucking well. And if she doesn't cry with happiness, we're going to be having serious words. I'll show you
serious words
because I can't say it because she might. Sometimes she listens to it just to give us.
They just make noise. Just to give
us a like and a view.
Yeah.
So I do appreciate it. But sometimes she might pay attention.
Let's just have put really loud noises in the background and she ain't listening to this. La 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 la.
So I managed to get them.
Yeah.
Very lucky with them.
Yeah.
So that was, that's sorted. She keeps like saying, "You need a main present." I'm like, I don't need anything. She's like, but a few of the things I know she's got me. Like she's got me some of the.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. Happy
alert.
Christmas, guys!
Look, these are my presents. I know. So because Noah's big into cars, like the movie Cars. So a lot of the diecast ones. I used to have loads of them, like just from the original film, like when I was a kid, because I was like 10. I guarantee, and I said to her, as soon as we bought him all of them, we'll find my old ones that are in good condition, and that'll be our fucking luck. But so like we've been buying the ones here and there that he just like he'll have the odd one himself, but then like we bought him like bigger packs, tried to get the rarer ones, so we got him a few of them and different bits. But because of that, so like she gets them on Vinted. We sell like a few of our old clothes on Vinted, and there's people selling Doctor Who figures, and there's a lot I don't have. It's like, well, if he's completing his collection,
what about
I want to complete mine. So one of them I know she's got me is David Tennant in Christopher Eccleston's outfit. But then she bought that, and then we saw the two of them, the Chris Eccleston one and the David Tennant one, both in the leather jacket for like £5, and it was like, what are the odds?
Sod's law.
So like, bits like that. Like there's like David Tennant's spacesuit from Impossible Planet, Satan Pit with the lift, because that's what it came with in one of the sets years ago. Some of them are for like £5-6. That I want the werewolf, I want the Krillitane, I want all those old bits of plastic to go with the rest of them in the loft. And I've got new ones in the boxes that I've still not opened that I'll need to do on the TikTok because they get views because we've not posted a TikTok in a while.
Boo.
But I know that's what I've got. I was like, other than that, like, I'm not fussed, Clothes, chocolate, I'm easy. Yeah, but I want to make her cry with happiness. This is always my aim. Because
every year you want a tear.
Every year, a tear. Sarah Jane. Is that for the Toblerone? But like, it's like because Christmas is one of my favorite holidays. You don't really like it.
Yeah, I can't believe we talk about it in October. But hey, ho, Halloween's 2 days by the time this comes out, or 3 days or whatever. But yeah.
But like, it's my favorite time of year. Like, it's been shit for a few years before that because of like your COVIDs and stuff. It's only really the last couple that have been more normal.
Yeah, relatively normal. Yeah.
And for a long time, I've been at an age where I'm not really fussed if I get anything or what I get.
Mm.
I like getting stuff for people that don't treat themselves or don't get like spoiled a lot. And like she does a lot for me. Like she had a big birthday this year. You know, the big 400 years old. No, 30. Like so, you know, she deserves to have a good Christmas and get stuff that because the first thing she'll fucking moan about is how much they were.
Of course.
The first thing be like, you spent way too much on me, and I'll say, I don't care.
It doesn't mean to be sexism at its finest, but yes, I concur. Yeah.
Like my mum will be the same because I bought her and
I can relate to that also.
I bought her mum and her half something, and it's like she'll moan about the price, but it's something nice for them as well, and it's like
deal with it.
Yeah, go out, do something together, it's not just about would I like to buy them something like really expensive and none of my family or something or any really materialistic, which is a blessing because I don't have to buy it, but also it's a fucking curse because it's not a specific thing of like I want this.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas
that's why I hate it.
I mean, I could say,
tell me anything
for the sake I've had a list of Doctor Who's for ages that I haven't got, and every year I'll give my mum a couple and say one or two of them.
Yeah.
Like she got me the Space Museum in the Chase last year. It's like
brilliant.
Yeah,
good stuff.
So don't have to. I'm not fussed. I have most things I need. We're adults that have our own money. That 9 times out of 10, when we see it, we buy it.
Exactly. We got affordable income most of the time. So yes, if I see it, I'll help me and my sanity and help them out. Yeah, just do it ourselves.
But yeah. Anyway, are you excited for Halloweenmas? We did a big sort of trend about bonding, but get your stuff in for Agatha.
All along.
Should I try
next week?
Should we do it next week and then do the finale the week after because that's a 2-part, or do you want to do it all as one the week after?
I also do it at one.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So
and if you've not seen it, or if you know more,
did we work out what came out on the 18th?
I don't think anything did.
I definitely saw a movie poster that said October 18th.
Transformers 1. That's been. I thought
The Wild Robot. That's what I saw.
Yeah.
Now playing in cinemas, Star Wars: The Last Jedi,
Boo.
Back to the Future Part 2, 35th anniversary.
Yeah, maybe that one.
Paddington in Peru, taking the kids to see that because they like the first 2 Paddingtons. It's in 4DX.
I know 1 and 2 are not. It's only on that one Sunday.
So they're putting the other 2 back in.
Yeah, but it's only for one Sunday.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Next episode, I would have seen The Apprentice, and no, I'm not talking about Lord Alan Sugar. I'm talking about Sebastian Stan as Trump.
Yeah, people are sick of Trump either way. Like, Trump supporters don't want a bad word said about him. People who don't like Trump don't want one who's nuanced, and everyone else is just bored of it.
I just want a good performance by Sebastian, the good-looking man Stan, and to possibly learn about the man behind the politician.
What's the other film he was in recently?
A Different Man.
A Different Man. Was that good? Because I did want to see that.
Incredible.
Yeah?
It was different. He was a man, more than one man, and no.
So who's the guy that plays opposite him?
I've had this conversation off camera.
Because he's British, isn't he?
He is. I didn't know he was real. I didn't know, he was real. So, I didn't know. Yeah, I wasn't aware of
his real facial disfigurement, isn't it?
Yeah, I was Adam Pearson. Yeah, I wasn't aware of him or
because they did the thing, and it was like, oh my god, he's British. Because he was talking to Sebastian Stan, I was like, that's just a normal fucking British accent. Who's this guy?
Who's this guy?
But that looked really good between the pair of them, and it was really
very
good to see that.
No, good dark comedy, very good drama. I'd recommend it. Again, not for kids. It'd go over your head and you'd be bored. But
see, Speak No Evil.
Good movie.
That's on 9.
That was a decent movie.
Beetlejuice, I've still not fucking fully committed to. Salem's Lot 2024. Transformers 1, I do want to take the kids to that. Terrifier 3.
Take them to see The Wild Robot, the best animated movie of the year, apparently.
I've seen a lot of animated movies as well. Like when it gets to our list, because spoiler alert, we pre-record our stuff.
This is done in Christmas 2023.
We've done our 2025 opener.
Yes.
We will be doing our Christmas special with Andy and Kylie Minogue and some wine very soon. And we try and leave the list because it's everything we've seen that year as late as possible. And our last day of recording is the 10th of December, and then we'll be back 3 or 4 weeks later. So when it gets to the list, you'll be surprised at how much animated shit I have watched. But how much animated stuff I've actually
done 1 or 2.
How much animated stuff I've actually enjoyed though?
Oh, well, that's the good thing. If it's the same stuff, then you would have given up.
Spum Venom, October 25th. Oh, I'll have to see that. It's in 4DX, Connor. Come on.
Yeah. We got
Venom Horse.
We got to see the 20-minute post-credit scene.
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll do it live.
Sounds legit.
Live, Eddie. But until then, Connor, where can the good people find us?
Not in Sony's offices. Not as in the Spum. Not anywhere near
You're
Tom
sitting
Hardy.
so far away from me.
Not anywhere near Tom Hardy. Or Zachary Levi. Or Chuck. nerdbiblecontact@gmail.com. Facebook, X, Xbox Live gamer tags, PlayStation Networks, MSN. You guys do it better than we do, and especially better than me because I don't commit to it. I'll be honest.
Well, better than we have been. This has been one of our best years on record, and I should know because I make the records.
Yeah, no, exactly.
But spooky season. It's always weird. Some people don't like Halloween. Some people do.
I love it
because a lot of the more Halloweeny like movies came out a little bit ago, like Beetlejuice.
I know it's a bit off season this year. Off key.
Coraline's back in cinemas for Halloween.
I think it's gone.
No,
it's been in
30th and 31st. They're putting it in 3D.
Oh, again? Oh, that only just came out a month ago, though.
It's going back in again.
Why not?
They're like, fuck it, we've still got
Why
it.
not?
Might as well use it for another 2 days.
Saw, Nightmare on Elm Street, like old classics. Carrie, I think that would have gone by the time this comes out, but Carrie.
More older films in the cinema than we can
for
see
more
them.
than one showing, though, please.
God damn it, you bastard.
The one night of the year where we're out.
And as of yesterday, in times of recording, Happy Back to the Future Day. October 21st, 2024.
Never thought about that.
Yeah, innit? But until then, we will see you guys next time. In the future, Marty. So last week I did Conductosaurus Rex. I know we recorded 2 episodes, but the first episode we recorded.
Yes.
So the Conductosaurus Rex.
What the fuck is that?
That's you on a dinosaur in a conductor's outfit.
It's a gingerbread man with a big ginormous tail.
So I think what Mike's done is taken your face from your profile picture, and put it over a dinosaur's head.
I mean, I want to know. Oh, can I see the source material? Well, I want to see the dinosaur that he's taking.
You want to see the reference photos?
Yeah, I do. I want to see the dinosaur.
That is Conductosaurus Rex. I'll put it up on here.
At least put it on platform 9 3/4.
Yeah. It says,
God damn it, Mike.
2 trains. I want to see that movie. Bye, everyone. See you next week.
Bye, I guess. I know.
Until now. Melon.